Well, hello. Welcome back. I'm Claire. This is Purple Poppy. And as you can see from the sheet in front of you, this is 52 weeks of journal making. I've tried to be clever and I brought my coffee along with me because you all know I've been coughing and sniffing and I thought that might help. So I'm going to pull out this piece. I want to do a double page spread today. This is going to go right across the middle. This is where the stitching will be, so it'll all be seen. And I have got so many lovely new toys to play with. So I have naughtily got another one of these mixed media sets. I've got a lovely new postage stamp. I've got some washi tape that's on a sheet rather than on the reel. Plus, of course, I've got my fantastic Your Creative Studio box to play with as well. So, I'm going to put that over to one side there. I know you can sort of see it. And we're going to work on this page. I have also got my walnut. I'm going to be doing some stamping, so I've got black. But I've also got archival cornflower blue and the archival sepia. So we've got black, brown and blue in the archivals, and we've got our walnut stain. So I'm going to start by building myself a bit of a background, and I'm thinking I want to stencil my background. And then I'm going to try and add on my various layers and bring it forward, and I'll show you what I mean, and hopefully it's all going to work and not be a disaster. So let's open this up and pull out the stencil part first of all. And I want my blue and my brown brushes. Now you can see I've already had a little play with this, with the blue and the brown. So I'm going to start by giving myself some areas of blue dots. So I've got my brush. I might have to move that box actually. There you go. Okay, and I'm not going to do the whole thing. I mean, I am going to cover a lot of the paper, but I'm going to do it quite randomly. So I don't want too much of a regimented pattern, and I've just gone and given myself one, haven't I? Oh, there you go, that's better. Okay, and then I want some more there and a little bit there, and I'm just going to travel across the page with this. Oh, it looks like a bit of Boo hair there. Boo's come to join me. She does like being involved, doesn't she? We'll turn it upside down. Like so. And then on its side. And then we're going to get a little bit of these little ones in here. So we've got a nice blue dot background. That's our very first layer. A little bit more up there, I think. So I'm just checking it as I go. I don't like that looks a bit of a straight line there. So we just put a little bit more on there as well. Okay, now I'm going to close up my blue and I'm going to do some of these numbers. This is okay, so we're going to go here and I'm just going to come through like this and then over here, and across there. Building up the layers as we go across, okay, and then a little bit down here. Okay, and then I think we're going to have a really dark bit in the middle there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my sepia ink there, and I'm going to get the alphabet one from the Wildflower, one of these, and I'm going to put some alphabet across there as well. Oh, I've done that and I've pulled out the wrong one. This is the one I want with the alphabet. Sorry, I was going a bit mad there. There's nothing new there, is there? You're used to it, aren't you? Okay. So now I'm going to plop some alphabet randomly around between these numbers. Even use the symbols. Okay. I'm sure you can hear Bo pacing. She seems totally unable to settle over the last few days. She's pacing around. Get a little bit more over here. Where else do I need to go? I think we need a little bit down this bottom corner. And maybe a bit there. Whoops, I'm sorry if I'm jogging the camera. Okay, so now we've got our blue and brown background. What's the matter, baby girl? She's not happy. She's not happy at all. Now I'm going to use the script from this one. I know I'm mixing it around, and I've technically used 3 different sets here. But obviously you would use whatever you've got. I'm just making the most of what I've got in front of me, basically. And I'm trying to do this because I feel like the last few weeks, whilst I've enjoyed what I've done, and that's what crafting is about, I sort of lost the theme of what had happened. Make sure I've got this up the right way. Of what had happened during the week. So this week I wanted to make sure that I really came back to what happened this week. And obviously these are new stamps and stencils that I've got this week, and last week a little bit. But also they are in tune with each other because we've got lots of letters, yeah, and numbers going on. So it's really sliding all over my board. And then I think we're just going to have a couple of this one. I love this one. This, to be honest with you, is probably the whole reason I bought this set, this one stamp. It's crazy, isn't it? You have to make sure you get it up the right way. So we'll have that one there. Okay. and then there. Yep. And then I think we're going to have a bit of the bottom up here. I know I keep turning the page all round. Sorry. Okay, so we've got quite a nice background going on there. Now what I want to do, I want to go back to this original new one, and I want to pull out the man, because what I want to do is I want to, actually we could have some of these black numbers as well, couldn't we, because we've got the black. Let's just put the numbers on first, that makes sense. But I want to cut it out, if that makes, so there we go. And then we'll have, oops, don't do that, Claire. That is not what we want to do, is it? We'll have 4 there. And then we'll have 4 up in this top corner, like so. Okay. Right, that's that bit done. Now I want to use the man, and I want to get him super inked up to make sure that he comes out beautifully. And then I want to fussy cut round him so that he is a new layer. So we'll press him down there. Perfect. I've actually got 2 there. Oh, it's, no, there you go. Okay, so that's come out lovely. And then I want to do the same with the light bulb. So I'm going to take the light bulb out. We've got a light bulb. That's a better one. Okay. And then, right, so let's find some scissors and fussy cut him. Because what I want to do is I want to lay him onto some of that washi tape. I trust everybody's happy and well. It's really getting close now, isn't it? Only got something like 2 weeks, because what's today, the 9th? So just a little over 2 weeks, because I think Christmas Day is on a Saturday, isn't it? So, and as you can see, I've sort of moved away from the Christmas crafting. Now, because all my presents and things are done, and I know that anybody who may have wanted to buy something from me is now potentially not going to receive it before Christmas. So I'm leaving Christmas well alone now, and I'm working towards the fun of crafting rather than seasonal items. It's amazing how light that can make you feel when there's no sort of subject matter pressure. I can understand the comments that people have made about making custom journals and the like, because it does feel different to just doing the craft that you want to do. So maybe put him there, but I'm going to put some of that washi tape underneath, and the light bulb I want to put with him. And I might even give him a title plate, because there is a what's the word I'm looking for? A title in the stamps. It says proprietor of ideas. So could even give him his own label. We could put that across as well. So I've been thinking a lot about next year's filming over the last few days, and I think I mentioned this once before, that I know a lot of you love it when I do stories, so I think I'm going to be doing one video a week, probably, something like that, that has a story in it. I know that whenever hubby and I have a chat, I think I might even have told you this already, but whenever we chat about things that have happened in the past, we always end up saying, that was the day that. So I thought it might be nice to see, it's strips of washi. I want it cut about there. It might be nice to do the videos, you know, that was the day that. So that's one plan that I've got for next year. I'm also thinking that in the Facebook group, so I'm going to put him on there like that, and then we're going to put the light bulb up there, and we need to do this. Now, where do I want to stamp that? Do you know what? I don't really want to stamp it on the cream card again. I'm just trying to see what I've got on my desk. Ooh, I've got some old ledger here. Got some old ledger. So, if I take the stamp off, because I know I want to do a postcard on the other side, you see. So, I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to ink that up. And I'm going to put this. That's a bit crooked, mind you. It's crooked because of the way that I've stuck the stamp. Look, stuck stamp on. So that actually quite suits me. Then if I get my straight ruler and I tear there, we've got it with the number on. Okay, let's take some of that length off. I'm just trying to work out. I don't really want to put it on top. I suppose we could put it on there like that. Yes, I quite like that. So we'll put him there like that. And we've got his light bulb at the top. That works for me. And I think we will ink these up because, whoops, we've got quite the vintage appearance on the back, haven't we? So just ink these up. So yeah, that was one idea I had. Also, I was thinking that we've been doing weekend challenge in the Facebook group. I think I might just move that to a bigger challenge and make it monthly. So I think sometimes, you know, it's too much for the weekend. Before you realise it, we're almost on the next weekend, as it were. Well, I know it definitely feels like that for me sometimes. So yeah, there are a couple of things that I think I'll look to change for next year. I think there'll be changes for the better anyway. So that's one thing. Still keep the swaps going. They're monthly as well. So maybe we would do the swap at the end of the month the way we always have. And then we could do the challenge like the second week in or something, so that basically something's happening once a fortnight. That was like my plan. And obviously 52 weeks of journaling will be gone, so I'm going to have to think of something that's going to fill this slot. And I know a lot of you have followed it right through the year and have enjoyed it. So I'm not quite sure, unless I could maybe use the time for the Build a Journal swap that I did as part of Sophie's notes this year, because I have a year's worth of those to compile into a journal. So maybe that is the way that we would go. Okay, so that's him. Quite happy with him like that. So let's put this stamp back, and now I can look at my postcard that I want to do, because I thought, although it's obviously not a postcard, it could represent, you know, the parcels that I've had in. That's an envelope. I'm just looking on the side of my desk to see if I could find a piece of card. Ah, this one will work, that we can make into a postcard. So I'm going to come across there like so. It's not quite straight, is it? But then, have you ever known me do anything straight? Now obviously a postcard is normally 6 by 4. So whilst this is definitely not life size, it is proportionate in that it's long and thin rectangle. So I think that'll work. So what I want to do with this is I want to have my postcard maybe there, and then I'm going to use one of Lorna's envelopes behind it. This is from the Art of writing envelopes by the lovely Lorna. I love these. I think they're absolutely awesome. You've seen me use them before. They do create the most wonderful envelopes. And then if you just fold that over and join the two printed corners together, they are just perfectly aligned because obviously she's scanned them. And then what I did was I actually retore as close to the tear that I could. Get rid of that. We'll put a little tiny bit of glue down the side and across the bottom. Just glue that in place. And then if you've got a little bit of excess, see I've got a little bit of excess here, I'm just going to trim that off. Like so. Right, and then we'll run some ink all the way around the edge of that. So just reinforce our tear lines. Just realised that I foolishly haven't bought my postcard stamp in, which is a bit annoying. I have to have a look at the drawer behind me, see if I can find that quickly. Okay, so this is gonna become the frame, if you like, for a tag. So I'm going to put a tag in there, and this postcard here is going to be our pocket. So I'm just going to tuck that in there like that. That is my plan anyway. But in order to do that, we need to sort out our postcard. So I'm just going to ink this up, and then I'm going to find my stamps that I'm looking for. Okay, I'm sure it's just this drawer behind me, so I'm not even going to have to get up with a bit of luck. Let's have a little look. Yes, how good is that? Perfect. So, alright, little sip of coffee. So we want this one here. So that's our postcard. Look at that. That's lovely. I do love this. I haven't quite made it long enough, have I, to put the stamp here on? That doesn't really matter. We can live with that. And what we will do is we will run our ruler in our ink, and then we will give ourselves the halfway line for writing. Okay, now we're going to use this wonderful multi-postage stamp, but we're going to do it on here. I think we want black for this. Oh yeah, look at that. How awesome is that? I knew I was going to love it. Right. So, we're going to put this down here. I might even, do you know what? Let's have, yes. Let's have that like that. And then we can it's alright, there is a plan coming, trust me. And then I'm going to stick that on there like that, just to give me a bit extra. No, because I want it like that, don't I? You see, wasn't thinking, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll use that for something else. Okay, then get this glued down, and then we can make our tag for our envelope. Also, it makes sense because we've got the cream up there. There we go. So it's one little bit of ink down the edge. Make sure we find our fold line. We don't want to mess things up by gluing it over the two pages together, do we? That would be just ridiculous. So that's going to go in there. That's going to go in there like that. We need to make our tag to go in there. And then I thought I would dig into my Your Creative Studio box. I would find this vintage ephemera. I would also find that bag of fantastic stamps, and because this is postage, we need to bring some pictures over here, don't we, if you know what I mean. So let's find, now it is a bird and we haven't really got any birds, but seems like the right colouring. What else have we got here that might work? I think that one works better. So I'm going to use that one sort of on there. And want one on this side up here. So, oh, see, look, I've stopped at the same one. How funny. No, I don't want the lion. I think I will use this bird because we've got the red in that stamp. So we're going to use those two stamps. And then what have we got back in here? Let me remember. So, this is nice. So, how can I get in there? Oh, goodness me. This is going to be one of those situations, isn't it? I know what I need. I need my pokey tool. There we go. Pokey tool. So we're going to put that one across there. We're going to put this one up the top. This one's not quite so easy. There you go. I'm going to put this one up there. And then I want to find these, don't I? Now I quite like this one. I think this one could get... No, I've stuck that too well. But we could put it just sort of there. If it's the right one. I feel like it might be. And I like the idea of the Disneyland one to maybe... Oh, look, let's actually put it on the envelope like it was advertising. So I'm going to open this one up. There we go. And we're going to put this under there. That's fine. And then this one is going on my envelope like advertising. There we go. So we just now need to make a tag to go into that envelope. So let's just check the size. Yeah, that glue's come over a bit too far. Right, will that fit in there? Not quite. So I need to trim that, which is a little bit annoying, but never mind. Okay, let's try this. Perfect. Okay, so we'll pop him back in there. we'll get rid of that. We'll find our corner cutter. So we've got our tag. We just need to work out what we want on our tag. So, moving that for a minute, I'm going to go, whoops, I'm going to go back to my stencils from last week. We're going to do some of this aging again. We use the sepia. Sit. Sorry about the jogged camera. Look at it, it's lovely. It's just so lovely. And then I'm going to turn it over so the pattern now goes the other way. Whoops. That's okay, that can stay like that. And then turn it upside down. Make sure you hold it this time, Claire. That. It's just awesome. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the walnut and I'm going to go over the top. So just to get some darker areas. Yeah. Now, I just think that looks awesome. And then we'll just run round our edge and just ink that up. And I'm going to do a little bit of number stamping, I think, on it. And then I'm going to leave it. I don't think I want to decorate it any further, to be honest. I think it's good just as it is. Yeah, look at that. Oh, unless, hang on, I see I'm fibbing now. Shall we put him right in the middle of it? Shall we put him on there? And let's do it in the sepia rather than the black. So that it's all sort of chromatic. So how's that? That is pretty awesome, I think. So now let's do. Should we give him the stars? Let's just put the stars down the bottom. Sorry, I need to stamp this off. There we go. We'll put our stars across the bottom. It's a bit like a sheriff, isn't it? Or those stars that you get in places like McDonald's. And there you go. That is my tag, and I am going to stop there because I think that he's very happy on his own. So I'm going to pop him in there like that. And I'm going to pop that in there like that. And there is this week's double spread. So then we can open up and we can pop that in the middle like that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. Happy crafting. I'll be back to see you again soon. Bye for now.